From the Journal of Snøfrid of Åsbrush. We braved the Bottomless Swamp on the advice of our new guides from Clan Bratha, hoping to make cloaks of stench-boar hide to protect us from some great beast that lurks beneath the ashy dunes. I do not think it would be wise for us to meet this Nellythrall face to face, or whatever it has instead of a face, but I am more than a little curious as to its nature. The stench-boars proved more fearsome than expected, and the quick ash pools and painful flowers didn't help. After a hastily beat retreat from our first encounter, we managed to isolate one, grazing alone. I do not look forward to doing this a third time. It feels strange. I literally died just a few days ago, and yet I feel more alive than ever. Near the start of this adventure, not so long ago I must remind myself, I teetered on the edge of fear, ready to go back home at the first sign of difficulty. But now, I feel as though I could conquer the world. I fear nothing and no one. Except for that awful stench.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Jester's Court. My name is Casey Reardon. I am your dungeon master, and joining me today, as always, we have Rachel Kordell.
Playing Artemis, Alwyn, Kroft. Stars and Stripes forever.
USA!
I don't, okay.
It's the first thing that comes to my mind. I don't know.
That's fair.
What are the stripes for Artemis? I'm just curious.
It's the tail after or around a comet, because it's not necessarily behind a comet, because it depends on the solar wind, not the direction that the comet is going in.
Thank you for the science.
Science
Man, you answered that so fast.
Science with Artemis.
That's funny, because you also have a tail.
There you go.
Hey, there we go.
Like a
we
comet.
solved that riddle.
Sure.
Moving on.
We have Andrew Frost.
Hey, I play the amateur boar rider, Leo. I'm gonna die today.
Oh, we'll see.
Look,
It's yet to
I
be
already
determined.
died, so...
That's true.
We have Sky Swanson.
I am playing Renaud Duquesne, and on today's menu, we are serving apple turnovers with a cream cheese frosting.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That sounds delightful.
The whole place,
Yeah.
this whole recording studio smells like apples. It's great.
It's great. Love this whole space.
Mm-hmm. You guys want to pass me some of those, or no?
No, they're all
No.
Same class.
They're all for us.
Classic
You get
boy.
none of them since you tried
There are
to
only
kill
4.
us.
And of course, we have Jonas Tintenseher.
Snøfrid of Åsbrush. Yeehaw! Get along, little stench-boar. Oh, I am Cowgirl.
Yeah.
You had that written down, right? For future, you had that written down episodes
They're
and
nodding
episodes
their
ago.
head.
Yeah, I knew we were going to get
Yeah.
stench-boars. It was right there.
Yeah.
Didn't you
Inevitable.
read the world
Yeah.
design document Casey sent us?
Yeah. Did nobody else read that?
Yeah. The literally description for the wastes is, oops, all stench
Didn't you
boars.
listen to episode 0, that extremely popular episode that everyone's listened to?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
You joke, but it's probably the most downloaded episode we have.
No, I know. It has the most, exactly.
Anyway, speaking of riding boars, we are currently in the midst of a little bit of the start of the combat, I suppose, as Leo has rushed forward to jump on one of these stink boars. But before we jump into that acrobatics check that I'm certainly going to require, I do first need a Constitution saving throw as you are hit with a wave of stink as you get within 10 feet of the creature.
Ooh, that's a stinky piggy. Let's see.
A stinky piggy indeed.
4.
All right, you are poisoned, which is going to matter because you have disadvantage on this acrobatics check now.
Oh, goodness.
Ooh, love it. Great. Stupendous. All right, well, this can't go bad, right? right?
No, it can only
not
go
at all.
up.
You know what? I'm gonna
right.
put the cards above the table here. I'll tell you what the DC is because this thing is surprised. It might be a little bit lower than when it tries bucking you off. But I'll tell you the DC for this acrobatics check is gonna be 15.
15 was good because I rolled 21 and 22.
Okay, yeah, you easily rush up
Yay.
and jump on top of this thing.
Plus 10 acrobatics, baby.
It like tilts its head around on its long neck, looking at everybody, and then looking at you on its back, just with this look of sheer confusion. Great. We're in the midst of a surprise round, I would say. So next up after Leo, actually, we'll consider this acrobatics check for Leo do I want to consider it an action or a bonus action?
I think it's fair to make it
It's just movement. Right?
Yeah, it's movement.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just jumped.
Yeah.
Yeah, because me making a grapple check.
Yeah, it's not grapple or anything. So yeah, go ahead. You still have your action if you want to take it.
Yeah, I will grapple its head, so I'll try to keep it not looking at my buddies.
Okay, so you're going to try and wrap your arms around this thing's neck, keeping its head pointed forward. Okay. I like that. I like it. Let's go ahead and roll contested athletics.
Okay, this is not as good as my acrobatics, but an 18's pretty good.
With disadvantage?
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Oh, boy.
Oh no. Okay, 14. Ain't great.
I got a 23.
Oh yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, not quite. The thing, you try and like reach forward along its long neck to hold its neck straight, and your arms are just kind of like flung to the side as it whips the neck around. Do you have a bonus action you would like to do?
No, nothing I can really do, unfortunately. So
Okay.
I will pass my turn.
That will bring us to Snøfrid.
Bonus action, blade song, and I'll run up and attack it, I suppose.
Okay. You rush forward. As you get within 10 feet of it, I also need a Constitution saving throw.
Right. Natural 20. Why couldn't that have been my attack roll?
Well, a natural 20 will succeed. You aren't poisoned.
That's a 14 to hit.
A 14 does just
Hell
barely hit.
Oh, yay!
Hey, it's big.
You love to see it.
All right, and my second attack, that's a 10. But luckily, the first one was the cantrip, because it's the thing I do. 16 piercing, 8 piercing damage and 8 thunder damage. I guess I'm more tired than I thought.
Okay, so a total of 16 points of damage.
16 damage, and it is, it's, wreathed in booming energy as the spell so strangely says.
Why am
So
I
you rush
vibrating?
forward.
The energy keeps asking why you haven't gotten a job yet.
You rush forward, casting Thunderous Blade on your Zapier. You rush forward and just stab, lunging at it. It's still concerned looking at Leo and is fully unaware of you. And you deal a decent amount of damage to it. That will bring us to Renaud.
Oh, oui. I am going to summon my Echo as a bonus action and then just full round attack it.
Okay, you rush forward with your Echo. As you do so, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Right. Forgot about that for a moment there. 26, natural 20.
All right, that is a success. You are not poisoned.
All right, first attack. Silvered Rapier, does 20 hit?
A 20 does hit, yes.
Okay, that is going to be 10 points of damage.
Okay. First attack, 10 points of damage.
Second attack is 17, I believe that hits.
Yes, it does.
7 more points of damage. And then I am going to use my...
Unleash Incarnation.
Yeah, Unleash Incarnation, which is the last one I can use for a little bit here. 14, I believe, just barely hits.
Just barely hits, yep.
8 more points of damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And I could action surge if I want to. I do get that back after a short rest. Do I feel like we're going to get another major combat after this?
We need to kill at least 2 of them. So
Yeah.
All right, I'll save
would
it for the next one.
Save it. Yeah.
Okay. So you rush forward with your Echo, slashing at it twice yourself and once more from the Echo. And this thing is already looking bloodied after those 3 attacks.
Woo! You'll love to see it.
All right, that will bring us to the bottom of this surprise round with Artemis.
I love having so many options. I'm considering a starry form or just a general wild shape. I think starry form.
general wild shape.
Huh? What?
Oh, Jonas saluted while doing that.
I was just saluting the officer as they passed.
Oh, of course. Although I'm kind of debating because I don't have a lot of like ranged spells equipped, so like if I just stay ranged,
You get guiding bolts.
I guess that's
you get those for free.
fair. Yeah, that's true.
And that's helpful for me because then I get well, it cancels out my disadvantage on attacks.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Bonus action starry form, form of the archer. I'm also going to move. What is the radius of this smell? I imagine if I started smelling it, I would move.
That's 10 feet. Yeah, you started the combat about 20 feet away, and it looks like you're kind of rounding to the other side of it, keeping about 15 feet.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic to me. So immediately I'm going to shoot off that attack that I do have inspiration. 14.
That just barely hits.
Fantastic. I love that for me.
God, we've been getting a lot of just barely hits here. A lot of 14s.
I was looking at it, I was like, oh, I really hope this hits. Total of 10 for that.
Total of 10 damage. All right.
So that's that, and then I will hold off on my guiding bolt till the next time.
Cool. That will then bring us to the start of round 1, the official start of combat.
Woo!
Now that this stink-boar is aware of what is going on here.
You should have given that boar the alert feat. Really.
Yeah, I really should have given him the alert feat because that makes a lot of sense. He's a very aware boar. That's why he's by himself in the middle of these fields.
He's wily.
That's going to be Leo at the top of the round.
I had a feeling. Okay, I mean, it's looking bloodied, so I might as well just attack it.
Yes, you are still poisoned, and then you can make the save again at the end of your turn.
Bet. Okay, so roll with disadvantage. Murder. I don't think it's worth it to use a charge or the stun baton, so I'll just hit it with it normally.
Okay.
I'll be helpful if I actually rolled it. All right, 25 for the first die, and 23 for the second. Yay!
That definitely still hits.
Excellent. So that will be 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Okay.
Maybe I should have done the
It's fine.
the stun. Yeah,
So
it's
you
okay.
were trying to hold on to its neck, keeping its head forward. It kind of bats your arms out of the way, and maybe you're a little off kilter, still smelling all of that stink.
Oh God,
and
it's
so
in my throat.
Your stab doesn't do quite as much damage. Go ahead and make me another Constitution save.
Gotcha. Also disadvantage?
I don't know if poison gives you disadvantage on con saves.
Not saves, no.
Awesome, because that's a 19.
A 19 is a success. You are immune. Like everybody else except Artemis is not immune. She just hasn't gotten into the range of it yet. That will bring us to the stink-boar's turn.
Oh no. Oh no.
Finally, it gets its action. It is going to crane its neck around, and I believe the person who probably hurt it the most was Reynald, and it is going to whip its head around at you, Reynald, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy, Alberto, we planned for this. Here we go. All right. Oh, come on. That is a 9. I got +6, rolled a 3. All right.
Okay.
Hit me with it.
Reynald, you are going to take 20... yeah.
He failed by more than 5.
Oh, you failed by more than 5.
I failed by more than 5, so
64 necrotic damage.
And he drops like a sack of bricks.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
Reynald just falls to the ground.
Holy
Unconscious.
shit. 64 points of damage, even if I had full health, which I didn't. I had 63 health. I would still go down.
That was me last session.
Yeah,
Oh
I would
my
go down
God.
one too.
All right.
These things are terrifying. Oh my God.
That will bring us to Snøfrid's turn.
I'm ordering dinner. I'm going to order dinner.
Take your time.
Done with this.
I thought I had healing word, but I guess I don't. I think Reynald can literally do more damage than I can. Oh no, but Artemis has healing word, and she goes before the boar does.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, I will be heal duty.
That's it.
Yeah.
Artemis.
I mean, we know it's in a bad way.
Artemis,
so.
do you have him?
I got it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that as
I should have done chalice. Now that I think about it.
As Renaud goes down, that blue shimmering echo just kind of back into him.
We will do another Thunderous Blade double attack. That's another 10 to hit, so the cantrip misses.
Yep.
And that's a 25, so we will do 10 piercing damage.
Okay. You stab into the boar.
Yep, and that's my, I'll bonus action say, Renaud, here's a healing word. Healing.
And Renaud replies back,
Yeah, it's not a spell, I just say the word healing.
ah, okay, fun.
Yeah.
It's just not very powerful. Renaud! In private, go ahead and roll me a death saving throw.
Okay, I already rolled it.
Great. Thank you so much. Artemis, it is your
Hi.
turn.
Bonus action healing word.
Okay.
We're gonna. Should I? God, do I use the fourth level slot? I can. They'll just give you 4d4s.
No.
Yeah.
I think you
No?
just do like a level 1. Because
Are you sure?
unless you want to burn the 4th level one, then I might be able to survive like 1 hit from it. But realistically, I would go down no matter what, especially if it did another gaze attack at me.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well,
Just get me up. I got good AC. I got AC 18. It's not hitting me. There's no way. It'll never hit me. Not
Yeah, okay.
in a million
Sure.
chameleons.
famous last words. Okay.
You should
Not a
just leave him
million
on the ground. It
chameleons.
definitely won't just kill him on the ground.
It won't kill me.
You have 8 HP coming at you.
Oh my
All right,
god.
Renaud,
you
you
can't
are
kill me from
prone on the ground.
And then I cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay, make your attack
at
roll.
The
Guiding
fruit.
Bolt.
That's a go roll. That's a 14 on the die plus 8.
I was there.
That
in the
will
great
hit.
empanada in the sky.
Whatever it is. It hits. Fantastic.
Yes, it does.
I want to go back. Why did you take me from the empanada? I was finally happy.
He was finally happy, and you just tore him from true bliss.
21 damage.
21 points of damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wait.
You blast him with a guiding bolt, kind of illuminating him with that spell's magic as it just kind of sears into it, which will then bring us to the top of round 2 with Leo.
Go, Leo, go.
Still on the thing's back.
But now I can sneak attack it, I think.
I am threatening it from the ground.
You are no longer poisoned.
Yeah, things are going up for me.
You also have the next attack has advantage, so
Because of the guiding bolt.
Yes,
yes, do it.
that
That's
is
what you
true.
will.
I'm gonna drop my stun baton and pull out my sword instead,
Okay.
just because more damage. And then I have advantage. Thank God I have advantage, because the first one did not go well. And the second one didn't either, with an 11.
An
So never
11
mind.
misses. This thing starts bucking at this point, and it throws off your aim, and your rapier just misses its long neck.
Help! Help! I don't like this! I regret everything!
All right, as it's bucking, it is now its turn, and I rolled a 6 on the recharge.
Oh,
Good.
Stop!
wait, no. No.
You keep doing that.
It's going to turn to...
Wait, is the low roll, that means it's recharged?
Yes, it's a 6 out of a d6. That's a very high roll.
Oh. Oh,
no.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why I was
no.
excited first, and I was like, wait, no.
Oh,
It's going to
no.
turn its head from
No.
Renaud on the ground to the next
No.
person in line, which is Artemis.
No, it's not.
Artemis, make me a constitution saving throw.
No,
Yeah,
I will
shut up.
not survive.
You use that inspiration.
I do have inspiration. I will use it.
Okay.
Yeah. But that was a 16, but 22.
22 is a success, so you're going to take half damage.
Yeah, that'll help though. Please.
So you're going to take half of 35 damage,
Oh, okay.
17.
That's not.
which is going to be 17 points of damage.
Oh, thank God.
I like how we're relieved over like roughly 20 points of damage.
Yeah, right?
You just feel its gaze on you, just making your heart beat faster and faster and faster to the point where it still feels like it's going to burst out of your chest. Snøfrid, it is your turn.
I'll cast a 2nd level Hex on it.
Ooh, okay.
Should have done it last turn.
Good answer. Good answer. Sorry.
No, I love it.
We're gonna hex its strength checks, I guess. Doesn't
Okay.
really matter. And then action attack. Double attack. 19 to hit, so 25.
Yep.
And a natural 1 because of course, but the first one was the cantrip. 14 more damage.
What cantrip are you hitting it with?
Another boom blade. It's all thunderous blades all the way down.
Okay. Bring him his judgment.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
So I think it looks past Renaud to Artemis and not to me, which is the mistake. And I hold up the sword and it comes down like a bolt of lightning, even though it's thunder damage. Shut up. And
They're like the same.
I don't feel comfortable like being particularly aggressive about it because it is just an animal.
It's an evil animal. It's evil aligned.
Is it evil?
Yeah.
Just because it has an ability named Death Glare or whatever.
It's evil aligned. We watched it beat up a pigeon like not 2 seconds ago.
Oh my god, the poor pigeon.
The poor pigeon.
It goes straight through the side and pierces the 3 hearts I assume it has.
Well, unfortunately,
3.
you've missed 6 of them.
Oh no!
There's 9 hearts.
Oh, it's like a worm. You can like cut it apart and then like the rest of it will make a new worm.
That's why the neck is so long.
I think this boar is working for Organization 13.
Oh my god.
But the boar falls. Leo, make me an acrobatics check to not fall into some quick ash.
Oh no. 12?
You're fine.
Okay.
You managed to
Man,
roll
plus
out of
10
the way as you
acrobatics is
fall
great.
off of it as it collapses to the ground dead.
The lowest I can get in is an 11. I like that.
All right, you are here with this now deceased stink boar in the middle of the bottomless swamp.
Renaud gets to work skinning it.
I cannot bear to watch.
He probably has the most experience with butchering animals and whatnot. So
Yeah, I won't even have you roll for it or anything like that. I'd say that you have a pretty decent idea of how to do this without destroying the pelt. And you have
wonderful.
enough of it to craft 2 stink cloaks to hide your presence from Nerethral.
If the outside smells that bad, how bad is the inside?
it's pretty bad. It's just awful in here.
That was vile.
So you are now surrounding the body of this dead stink boar. Renaud, you have expertly taken the pelt from it and have managed to split it into 2 kind of rough cloaks, but they seem like they'll get the job done.
We
You
do
still
a
seem
quick
to-
sew job.
Yeah, you do it real quick, but you still need to go find one more of these creatures so that all of you can be covered and hidden from the death.
1 down, 1 to go.
All right. Well,
Can't we just make a toupee out of 1 and just call it a night? This is so this is so rough.
Well, I mean, Renaud can hide under Snøfrids and ride Snøfrid.
exactly. It will be fine. I shall just cling on to their body. I shall be like a parasite.
I think either way we're going to need 2. Stupid. Hate it.
Can we see if there are any... Is there any sign that this like split off from another pack, or that there might be like footprints or some kind of trail of refuse or crushed flowers?
Yeah, you could make me a survival check.
Okay, I don't actually have survival.
Could we also take a short rest? Renaud spits up a little bit of blood.
Yeah, I would be okay with another short.
How many hit dice do you have left after your last short rest?
I used up all D10 and 1 D8, so I have 2 D8 plus 2
All right.
that I can roll.
That's a 14 survival, unless someone
14.
wants to help me out. All right.
Okay.
14.
With a 14, I'm going to say that finding tracks isn't too hard. You might lose them further down the line as the muck kind of reabsorbs them, but fresh tracks are pretty easy to follow.
Just some kind of direction to go.
Yeah, you have a direction.
I'll give you a 2nd level cure wounds. All 14 HP.
Oh my god. All right. We're doing okay now. We're doing okay. I'd say like I'm 3/4 of the way there.
Okay.
Or 45/64.
I also used a cure wounds on myself.
I'm back to full with my short rest.
I rolled dexterity to snag my hand in there and get the healing away from you.
Okay.
Rude.
Steal that healing real fast. 27. Just snake my hand in and get the healing.
Yoink.
No. Yeah. Could you imagine if you could just
I'm not gonna
yoink
bother
someone's
narrating
healing
that.
like that? That would be so funny.
So are you planning to follow these tracks?
Yeah, we need to we need to go get another one, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we do it.
let's
go
do
at
it.
So you start stalking deeper into the swamp, and it seems to be getting even more pungent. You'd think after being in here for over 2 hours, you might get maybe a little bit used to the smell, but no, it's still absolutely horrible. But eventually, you make your way to what appears to be a watering hole of some sort.
Oh no.
The quick ash has kind of become more thinned out here, and there is a large pool. You can see that there is currently just one of these stink-boars drinking from the pool. However, as you get ready to pounce on it, maybe trying to get a little bit closer, several more kind of make their way over to start trying to quench their thirst. And before you know it, there are a total of 7 of these boars lining the pool. However, they're all still unaware of your presence.
We are leaving.
Yeah, no, we're not doing
Absolutely
Let's
not.
hold on. Let's just wait. Let's just chill here for a second. We can put up a blind, and eventually one of them will have their fill and wander off, and we can go get that one.
What if we try and attract one? Like I do a little mating call of one.
No, I really.
We get to saunder over here and then we jump
Hear him
it.
out. Hear him out.
You know, with the promise of good times, huh?
Well, the thing is, if you're trying to call one, you are likely to call all of them.
Can I
that's true.
tell how many of them are male and how many of them are female?
Make me a perception check.
All right, I've got a solid -2 to this roll, so that's a 6, baby, total.
I'm also rolling perception.
I was really hoping for a -1.
They all seem a little bit sexy, Renaud.
Okay then, they are all a little sexy, so I think this will work.
I have 24.
A 24?
Yeah.
What was your roll, Artemis?
Because to see what the perception, to see their gender, or perhaps if maybe this.
You have no way of telling from here.
look
You know
at
this.
no way of telling.
You don't know the anatomy of these creatures well enough to know that.
I mean, I know a certain anatomy of animals.
What? You're telling me some of them don't have little bows on their head?
Yeah, which ones have the biggest eyelashes?
As you're debating whether or not they're male or female creatures, you start to hear a gurgling coming from the drinking hole.
Oh no.
They don't seem to notice it, however. And eventually you see these small bubbles kind of popping up in the pool.
Big
Stealth.
crocodile. Big crocodile.
Suddenly, bursting from the water is a massive frog-like creature as big as an elephant with several writhing tentacles crashing out of the water and grabbing and pulling in one of the stink boars. Some of them try and run off away from the creature as these tentacles from it lash out, grabbing more and more of the stink boars and start shaking them around. The frog is hit with several of these death glares, and as it takes that damage, it's shaking the death boars. One of them goes flying out of the tentacle up into the air, and it starts heading in your direction, falling from the sky. The beast slams into the mud head first, unable to move, directly in front of you.
Oh.
Kill it, face.
Oh, that's
Kill it
quickly.
fast.
We all circle around and kick it to death.
Kick it.
Yeah, we
Kick it to
go
death.
around. We start kicking it. Kick it to death.
Its name was Pennywise.
Shut up, Pennywise.
small.
And I kick
You're
them.
small. You're small.
You're little nothing.
Okay, before we even start trying to de-skin it, we need to drag it away.
We need to make sure it's murdered first. Is it dead? Can we kick it to death?
I put some smelling salts under its nose.
I'm just gonna scoop some ash up from the ground and just smear it in its eyes.
Well, its head is in the ground,
Its
right?
head is in the muck.
Oh, its head's in the
like
ground.
ostrich
You're right.
in the ground.
Yep, half of its body is fully submerged in the muck.
Can we just
Okay.
stab it?
Okay, you know what? Yeah, just stab it.
Just stab it. Just stab its underbelly. Just
stab it
stab
Stab and pull.
Yeah,
I cut its head off using my rapier.
Perfect.
your rapier breaks,
That's what
As
rapiers
you-
are known for.
No.
and you lose a shoe. that appears on the stink-boar. As you kill the boar, it's fairly easy. The thing is fully unable to defend itself. The tail is kind of swinging about, and we'll see if it hits anybody.
Oh yeah, it's got a club tail.
It's got a club tail.
It's like a volleyball pole. It's like a tetherball pole.
Yeah, it's swinging around as it feels the stabbing at all of you, but it misses, and you're kind of easily able to see and avoid the tail as you continue to kill it. That massive frog creature is continuing to wreak havoc before sinking back down into the watering hole out of view.
Okay,
I love the image of the frog holding several of these things aloft, and they're all just giving it this dead evil stare. Like they're not bothered, they're just like, why are you picking me up?
I don't like this. And then they slowly get dragged into the water to drown.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Can the frogs see the stink-boar that we have acquired now?
You're not sure.
We're like a ways away.
You're a decent ways away. This thing got flung.
Okay, so we're not at risk of it being like, ooh, another one, and then trying to kill us.
You don't think
give
so.
him ideas.
The lizards are gonna tell us though that like, okay, you got the cloaks, and did you get the froghemoth tongue? What?
No.
All right, I skin this one too, and we make 2 more cloaks.
Okay. You have completed my quest cloak puzzle.
Love it.
And you collect yourselves and start making your way back out of the bottomless swamp. As you do so, it's not too hard to retrace your steps, especially with an experienced tracker like Artemis.
Thank you.
And you see Bratha and the rest of his clan members standing outside the swamp. They see you coming towards them and just kind of slowly nod, seeing that you have now all acquired your cloaks.
Before they come into eyesight, like as we're walking back from the watering pond, I would say, okay, so remember, this was technically, we were proving ourselves by doing this, right? So if they ask if we successfully hunted and killed both of the boars, someone else lie.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
Because I'm gonna screw it up.
Just don't talk. Simply put.
Okay.
In reference to this. And you know, because you're cognizant of this.
No, I get it. I'm not offended. You're right.
Yes.
Okay, we go up to the lizard folk and I say, we didn't kill the second one, it was a frog.
What?
We didn't do it. No, I'm
Snøfrid, no. We killed them both. We are fierce warriors.
We used the tools at our disposal.
I throw up when I think about lying like Ana de Armas in Limes Out.
Oh, you have like a Mean Girls like flashback into your fantasy of that going wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we get there.
We get there.
Yeah. You walk up to them.
Oh, bonjour.
I see that you've collected your cloaks.
Mm-hmm. And no one died.
Yeah.
We smell very, very bad.
Well,
Good.
Yeah, does that ever go away? Do you get used to it?
If it went away, that would defeat the purpose.
We do not smell the same way you do.
Oh.
understandable.
Interesting. Okay.
What's next?
You will come with us to meet our leaders and speak more about what you have encountered with Hesk.
Sounds good.
Come. And he starts leading you further into the waste, away from the bottomless swamp.
Hooray!
Renault, as we're walking with them, Renault just kind of will like hang back with the other 3, with Artemis, Leo, and Snøfrid, and it's just like quiet as like, how do we know we can trust these people?
We
They know
don't?
our friend.
Yeah, they're clan members of our missing friend.
And I mean, people knew our enemies as well. That doesn't mean that they were our friends. They know people know each other all the time, but that does not mean they are good people.
Well, I'll be honest, I'm not necessarily letting my guard down entirely, but if they recognize Hesk, then I think they can aid us. I mean, especially if they were willing to run out of the middle of the desert to come protect us from that thing.
They did save our lives.
You have a good point there. I forgot they saved our lives for a second there.
Renaud, I think I understand that you've had a difficult relationship with people in the past, but just because Just because people let you down doesn't mean you have to stop trusting everyone else.
Yeah, it's only when they continually let me down do I stop trusting everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Well,
Valid.
these lizard folk have done nothing but help us so far.
All right, I will trust them for now, but I'm keeping an eye on them.
Of course.
Also, they know the wastes better than we do, so if I got a little betrayal for the table, at least it would bring us closer to Hesk because they know how to navigate better. So I'm willing to accept a little betrayment in exchange for expedited navigation.
Well, if anything, hopefully they'll have better food than these rations.
Expedite, that's the word. Yeah, well, I mean, they are lizard folk, so probably it's like a lot of gristle.
I mean, I do have the good berry as well.
Yeah, we've been eating good berries.
Yeah, hopefully.
That is true. Well, I think some lizards like them. They mash them up in their mouths. It's kind of funny to watch them eat.
I mean,
Lizard
the
folk
thing that
actually
gets me
invented
thinking.
smoothies. I'm so sorry.
Now, the thing I'm curious about isn't this place like super inescapable? Like, no one ever leaves?
That is what I've heard from it.
Well, I think we could probably physically leave. It's just that they have guards stationed there to stop that from happening.
So, how did Hesk get through?
What is preventing anyone from just like flying out of here?
They did mention that.
What do you mean? How did Hesk get through? He came in. He didn't leave.
No, but this is his clan. They know who he is.
No, it's not where they're from. The Bratha clan is from Spear, so they knew each other in the past, and then these
now
guys
they're
ended
here.
up here somehow.
Oh, gotcha. I forgot that.
That is-
I'll learn that.
A pretty crazy coincidence to run in. Again, this is where the whole thing of trust comes into play. Like,
Yeah, why are
they
they
know
here?
him, they're part of his family.
It's serendipitous.
We haven't. Yeah, you haven't been traveling with us for as long, but in our short few weeks together, we've discovered that the world likes to put puzzle pieces together for us. It's actually very handy.
It's almost like it feels bad for us.
One IWTP.
All but one puzzle piece.
All but one puzzle piece. All but one. I think that's where the scene ends there. And then we got a bunch of Lawrence of Arabia shots of us going through the desert.
Yeah, a lot of match cuts.
Yeah.
Walking through the wastes, you eventually make your way to a forest of barren trees. The branches are withered, lacking any leaves or even bark to provide them with protection. And as you pass through the desiccated trunks, you hear the sounds of shouts off in the distance. Close enough that they could pounce on you without notice, but far enough away that they're out of sight. The screams do not seem to bother your escorts as they continue to press on through this barren forest.
Renaud looks to everyone else being like, are you guys going to ask or should I ask?
Nah, yeah, I'm a little curious.
No, yeah, if anything, I'd say, like, if Artemis catches that glance from Renaud and just like, so the screaming? Is that normal around here?
More of the friends that you encountered before.
Oh.
They will not bother us.
Oh, okay.
Because our scent is masked by the cloaks.
Because they know the power of Bratha and change.
Oh, okay, that too. But, we smell really bad and probably don't taste good anymore,
He just silently turns his head and continues walking forward.
I like it. We stink. We really, really stink. When can we take
this
these
is-
off? And just ignore it. Keeps going.
Artemis just, like, shakes her head and just, like, God.
Eventually, you make your way past the trees and back into an open area where you see hundreds of tents scattered about the ashen ground.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
The lizard folk who are escorting you continue forward into the encampment. And as you walk by, you see that these tents aren't typical of something that you would see back in Varlumis, Eterland, or really even Spear at all. They are made out of some strange hard carapace, most likely from a large insect, with the poles that keep the tent upright, constructed from the creature's legs.
Oh.
You can see carts made of ashen wood from the forests, hitched up to giant scorpions happily eating some strange meat cooked on one of the fires. The inhabitants stop and look at you as you walk past, whispering to one another, but no one seems to stop you.
You saying anything interesting, Snøfrid?
Scorpions cannot be a good burden animal. That's just... I can't imagine how they get those guys to move.
I mean, theoretically, more people die from horses every year than they do from scorpions.
Hey, that is a hurtful stereotype that does not apply. And
Snøfrid, calm down. Have a sugar cube.
oh, thank you.
Ronald, are you saying that centaurs are insects?
No, I am...
It's true.
Got me there. Oh my god. Hashtag centaurs are insects,
I have
people.
6 legs and an armored character.
Get it trending.
It had to get involved
Come on,
in the actual
people.
podcast.
Let's spread the truth.
We've hashtagged it too
Centaurs
much.
are insects.
Anyway.
But what were you actually asking me, Leo?
Oh no, like, can you hear them saying anything? Like, should we be concerned?
I don't have great perception. What do I have 10. I have flat 10 perception passive. Do I get any snippets of conversations?
No, you don't get anything.
I have a flat 18.
Yeah, but do you speak Draconic?
Oh, okay, that's true.
Yeah. I think I heard one of them saying something about whiskey and cigars tonight. And I don't really know where they're getting those out here. Yeah, not a lot useful. Sorry.
Something that you notice as you're walking through, though, is not everybody here is a lizard folk. Most of them are, but there are a few scattered people that are human, dwarf, elf.
I turn to Bratha. So how did so many members of your clan end up here, if you don't mind my asking?
These are our ancestral lands.
Oh, I thought you were from Spear. Did you? Oh, is it because of that dragon?
He looks very confused at you.
Okay.
We have always been from here.
What?
Come.
I guess Hesk could have just been in Spear at some point.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
So you follow your guides throughout this encampment, and you're making your way closer to one of these tents that looks a little bit different, because on all of the other tents that you've passed so far, these giant insectoid tents, the wings of the creature that it was constructed from have been closed, but this one in particular, the wings are spread wide, as if the creature could fly away, taking its inhabitants with it. Bratha stops in the front of the flap of this tent and gestures for you all to enter.
I enter.
We head on in.
You push the flaps aside and enter into the tent and see 2 figures with vastly different mannerisms. The first is a hulking lizard folk standing over a small table with maps spread about him. He wears the same cloaks as you all do now, with a bow strapped onto his back, and you can see a small dagger poking out from underneath his left sleeve. He has orangish scale colors that kind of fade down into a green. The second of these figures is facing away from you, staring into a fire at the far side of the room, hands clasped behind his back. He doesn't turn around as you enter, but the one in front of the desk looks up.
What have the winds of change brought us then? Tell me, Northerners, what vile deeds have you done in your homeland to bring you here? Or perhaps
I'm actually from...
your scrappers, looking for the next bit of tech to enhance yourselves. I'm not done talking.
The pauses,
Let me have my pregnant pauses. It adds tension.
So,
I'm actually from farther south. I'm from Spear, so...
Do not speak to me.
I wasn't
finished.
That was another enormous pause.
Or third trimester pregnant pause.
We're actually not criminals. We are here to find our friend, Bratha Hesk.
As you say Hesk's name, the one who has been staring at the fire slowly turns around and says, Bratha Hesk is not here, my friends. He has been sent away.
He is back. but not by his own will.
Yo, got picked up by a dragon.
Yeah, the dragon.
Yeah, giant robot.
We were dealing with
you know.
something else. What we were dealing with, giant mechanical dragon, took him, and brought him here.
And what is it that you wish to accomplish by coming to us?
Well, I guess to be honest with you, we were kind of brought to speak to you.
Yeah.
But if there is any way that you could, if you have seen perhaps a large metallic dragon in your area and you could perhaps direct us to it, that would be very helpful.
Or if you know of like a better way to navigate, because we were just kind of hoofing it.
That is true.
Yeah.
We were told to go south, and I don't know if that was really the best way. I'm a druid, circle of stars. But even the stars
If you are a
can't.
druid of stars, then you should have no problem navigating this area. The stars shine bright in the wastes.
Yes, I'm aware of that. However, they don't always shine over large metallic dragons.
This guy's star-splaining over here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, we didn't. I mean, yeah, like as Artemis said, Bratha said we should talk to you. So we actually don't have. We didn't schedule a meeting or anything. We just figured if he thought we should talk to you, then you would know something that could help us. But if you don't, then we can just be on our way. And thank you for your hospitality.
The larger one chimes in and says,
What do you know of this metallic dragon?
Getting ridden by a evil witch lady.
Everything that's in the name, basically.
Yeah, built by witch, powered by children's souls.
Yeah, that's a big one.
You
though.
know, your
Yeah.
classic
that's a big one,
metallic
though.
dragon setup.
Well, part of children's souls. You see any like big flying shiny thing?
It breathes fire. Well, I guess it breathes oil and then makes fire.
A big old lizard in the sky should look familiar.
Renault.
What?
You said that there was a witch of some sort. Perhaps they mean the same witches to the south that have been plaguing us.
Did you say witches plural?
But there are more than one.
There's multiple.
yes, there have, and the thinner of the two lizard folk kind of holds up a hand quickly and says, Now, we wouldn't want to interfere with changes planned. Of course, you have all been friends with Bratha Hesk, one of our far walkers, although perhaps we have made an incorrect choice in his ascension to that position if he has been captured so easily.
Well,
No, it was not
It's
easy.
not his own fault. I mean, it was me, if anything.
It was your fault then. Well,
No,
Well,
it's kind
that
of just
reflects
like
poorly on his choice of companions.
Oh, you all got roasted.
I feel like you weren't there for the whole story, but that's fine. Fine.
No, is it? No. Hesk went above and beyond to help me out. I mean, I understand if he didn't achieve your goal, but if it's change, is there even an end goal?
Believe me, he was all about change. He was so into change.
So into change. Oh my! The amount of change that I was hearing about.
Perhaps. However, I am not fully convinced that these witches to the south could not be used to further change his ideology.
Are they working with change?
Change works with all.
Of course, but
Oh God,
do they recognize change?
it's like talking to a whole village of Hesks.
And at what semblance does change become chaos?
That is a line that I am anxious to see.
Oh, so, okay. Do you know about chaos?
This is a name I have not heard, no.
Okay, so
Oh, so that's
just the witches then.
Surprise, chaos. That's a thing.
Okay, what's up with the witches? Can we like?
Yes, please elaborate on them.
They have been expanding their territory more as of late to the Southlands. We have been moving about these ashland wastes for generations. These are our ancestral lands, and they have come and they have taken some. And he's getting more and more angry. You can see him kind of
building in an intensity as he speaks, while the other one is just calm the entire time. No, not a slight bit of emotion on his face.
Oh, you done talking? Oh, pause.
Was this a pause?
I wasn't sure. We didn't want to step on your toes.
You need like a little light that you can hold up that's like red light.
Yeah, on air,
green
off
light.
air.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, that's fine.
my
So,
God.
okay, so then, if you don't mind, if you can't help us, we'll just be making our exit.
Now, why would I let you leave? Is the question.
Oh, okay.
why wouldn't you?
Look, I mean, do you need our assistance? Do you need help with the witches? Is that
I
something that would
need
benefit
nothing from you.
you? Okay.
Alright, so why can't we just go?
You all reek of other gods, of not worshipping change as you should. Sure, you have traveled with one of our own, but...
Excuse me? I reek of what now?
Other gods, apparently.
We all love change.
Do you? You seek to stop a change, do you not? I can sense that on you.
No?
No.
No.
No, we're trying to change the change. So by superseding
No.
said change, we're doing more change.
Ending a change.
We're not ending a change. We are bringing change.
And what change do you bring?
Well, right now, our buddy Hesk is trapped by a hag, so we're gonna change that by getting him back.
You northerners with your ideas of what change is and wants is wrong.
Okay.
And you know it.
We don't know it.
Wait, so that sounds to me like you have a set idea of change.
Everyone, please let him talk. Go on.
You think I am set in my ways, Satyr? You think that I am stagnant. Stagnation leads to death. There is nothing that I would not do for my god. Can you say the same?
I'm currently doing what I am for my god.
Are you?
I am.
You say that you are trying to change something. You are trying to retrieve what sounds to me like a failure, rather than moving forward.
We are moving forward.
You northerners always look back.
We are looking forward.
Are you?
If you think we're looking back, then perhaps you are stagnant.
You're talking in circles, honestly. Not very changey of you.
Do you not think that the witches are not stopping change?
I'm interested to see where they are going.
Okay, but what is the difference between one change and another?
Your change is seeking to prevent other change.
Well, that change that's happening in the first place is changing something that's already changing.
Bernal gets a nosebleed in the back of the room.
We're getting semantic satiation.
I don't care. Artemis is very, very willing to fight this word battle.
Mr. Leader, I did not catch your name. I don't think any of us have.
No. Bratha Zenith.
Bratha Zenith, they, as far as I understand it, one, they wish to find your, how did you called it, a far walker. And as far as I understand it, these witches, they do not wish to bring about change as much as they wish to bring about something new called chaos. And I believe that would go against whatever you have going on here.
What makes you think that chaos is against change?
I would not know.
But by that logic, everything is against change and simultaneously for change, because it all involves a change.
This is where you are confused. Your minds are not open. Change is unbound by the squabbles of other gods. He can be found in all they do. Magic, creation, ruin, and even preservation. Change is above the rest purely in its nature.
Wait, how is change above preservation, and preservation is about keeping something the same?
Yes. Do you not see how that could happen, that your mind is too small?
Yeah, it sounds like you're trying to change us, changing the thing that's changing the thing that's changing the other thing.
Everyone?
It sounds like you praise chaos.
Artemis.
What?
Do not, are you trying to get us killed right now? Do not accuse a zealot of praising another zealot.
Well, that's what it sounds like.
That is the only way that we are going to get it. Listen, Mr. Doctor, a priest of Zenith, whatever you want your title to be, it seems like you want something from us. So why don't we just be straightforward? Skip all the hyperbole, the priest and the praying. Yes, I do not praise change, but it seems like I can do something for you. We can do something for you. Am I wrong?
There is nothing that you can do that I want.
Yeah.
I will not stop you. You can go about your business, and you will fail. But death is just another change in life. Goodbye.
I leave.
And he turns back to the fire.
So we leave?
I just turn around and walk up.
What is the other person doing? Because there were two, right?
Yep. He's kind of been sitting there listening to what's going on, but he hasn't said anything during that conversation.
I look him in the eye, raise my eyebrows, and shrug, almost to see if their opinion is aligned or different from who we were just speaking to.
Make me an insight check.
19.
You get the sense that he has a strong respect for Bratha Zenith and is not interrupting because this is Zenith's area. But you get the sense that there is maybe something more that he hasn't said, but you have been dismissed and he is not going to interrupt.
That's fine. I think Artemis just kind of shakes her head and looks at the ground, but then gives him one more glance to invite him to follow, but then leaves.
Okay. You all step out of the tent and you are now within this very large encampment of mostly lizard folk, kind of still moving about, going about their day. Some of them still kind of glance at you quizzically and move about their business. And as you're kind of looking around, pretty much out of nowhere behind you is the larger lizard folk. Leo, you almost didn't hear him coming, even with your alert feet. He moved silently.
Ugh. I don't like that.
And he just appears behind you, arms crossed, looking down at you. He stands probably a good head taller than everybody except Snøfrid. And that's where we'll end the session.
Oh!
No!
Oh,
come on!
So he's
No,
gonna kill
I'm
us.
mad.
So he's gonna murder us now.
He's gonna murder you with that dagger in his
the
sleeve.
secret guest party member. Welcome back, Kristen!
No.
Don't tease that. All right, well, thank you everybody so much for listening. Does anyone have anything they would like to plug?
Oh my god, I just know exactly what I'm gonna say to this. Anyway, twitch.tv/Majora's Rose for some streamness, and then also at Rachel Kordell for my personal endeavors. Come say hello.
TINTENSEHER, my LINKTR.EE, and my ITCH.io. And my YOU2U.
This is worse than the codes in Delta Green. This is hurting my brain more than the codes did.
Are you just like a dogs guy?
I can't. I'm dyslexic. I can't spell.
Okay.
No! Ableist!
I think we gotta take this guy to the VET and get his ears checked.
No, that's probably a good idea.
I don't want to go to
It's okay. It's okay. Just look at the sunset, Scott.
What does ETV
Just look at the
mean?
sunset. Look at the ducks. Look at the ducks.
You can.
You like this podcast?
Okay.
You like Casey's?
Do you like what Casey's doing in his
GoFundMe?
personal life? Why don't we hear that
like
before
it.
we do this bullshit, Andrew?
I'm sorry. Casey has a plug, and I just took it from him.
It's fine. You can check out GoFundMe for Blue Hundreds. We're still trying to raise some money to get that film made. So check it out. You can see the little teaser on YouTube if you just YouTube Blue Hundreds. It'll be there.
Yeah, you can see Casey's beautiful little face.
You can see Casey's beautiful face. Hey,
Look at those
folks,
kissable little lips.
do you praise the gods? Do you praise change? Well, you know how you could bring about change by leaving us a review and changing our little frowns to smiles, baby, because that'll just brighten up our day every day. If you leave a review, I mean like a good review, because if it's a bad review, then the frowns will probably change to worse. You'll still be praising change, but it won't be good change. It'll be
it's not the change of Zenith
Really
life.
crying.
Why don't we see some good reviews out there on Apple, Amazon, wherever you could leave a review? You know, write it on the wall of a bathroom. Be like, go check out RP Jesters.
Oh my gosh.
But put it
so
in, you
fun.
know, easy to erase ink and immediately erase it afterwards. Don't deface public or private property in our names. But don't.
We don't condone it, but if you do,
That was it. That was the whole thing. I was waiting. I rambled on
You hear
for a
that,
while
Mike?
there
You
waiting
know
for
what
someone to thank you.
I didn't want to cut you off. I wanted to hear what you were
we
saying.
here at Jesters really don't condone. Don't do that. That's not good.
That was so cute. All right, bye.
Bye.